Are you back? Ooh. Hello, hello. Anybody there? It's Wednesday. Welcome all Wednesdays. Oh, hi Kay, how you doing? It's been a while. Hi Nancy, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome all Wednesdays. Trying to find something to call it, you know? Just finished eating a few minutes ago. Just said, been so busy with my grandson. It's been hard to get on these days. I did a lot of babysitting recently. Or I'm too tired sometimes, you know? Hey David, how you doing? Hi Sunita. Hey Debbie. Did I leave anybody out? How's everybody doing today? I've been doing some crocheting. I have at least something to show you that I finished, something that I started. Hope everybody's having a great day. Oh yeah, thanks. I made these a while ago. I just decided I got a haircut today. Can you tell? And it's funny that the young lady, my friend's daughter, that cuts my hair, she actually crochets. She makes some awesome stuff. She's going to follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Oh, thank you, David. He likes my haircut. And I got a necklace too. This is something I made like a while ago. The earrings, I forget where I found them. And the necklace is from Kristen Ondell. Sunita says, looks good. I got one too. And David says he's doing well and just had a fantastic, I know, I was there at the live. So you had a great day. Good. That's awesome. I think it's awesome. We need to be happy for one another when we do well, you know? So what's everybody got in their cup, as they say? And what's everybody crocheting? Thanks. Oh, Tanian says says hello from Saskatchewan, Canada. Thanks, Debbie. And oh yeah, David had pizza. So I had a burger and some eggs. I'm doing low carb, so my husband I made my husband chop liver. It always stinks up the house. Oh, the pizza hasn't arrived yet. Nancy's making a scarf and a bunny amigurumi for kiddos. Cool. I guess when you say kiddos, you mean like your kids or grandkids? I haven't tried too much amigurumi. I'll have to try it again someday. You never know. Maybe I'll find something easy to follow. So I went to get my hair cut, and the young lady who cut my hair, I told her I had a YouTube channel, and she said, "Oh, what's it about?" And I said, "Crochet." And then she starts telling me how she crochets all this stuff. So she just made a gorgeous pocketbook. She brought it out to show me. So small world, isn't it? Maybe we'll get together one day and crochet together. You know, it's hard to find crochet buddies in person. You know what I mean? Oh, so what's that? We're going to order from a new place that we thought delivered, but found out they didn't. So, oh, so your sister ordered and tried a new place, a true place. And and Nancy says the kids I work with at my the god something. Oh, your godchild. Okay. You can or you can't get decent pizza at Wilmington. Oh, you can get good pizza, but you can't get good Chinese. Yeah, you know, once you've been in New York, it's hard to get good pizza and good Chinese elsewhere. But I'm not eating Chinese food anymore, and I'm not eating pizza really. You know, I'm like cutting out the carbs because I did lose some weight. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Debbie says to everybody. This is sort of green. It's it's blue green. I don't really have too much green stuff. And David says, I used to go to a weekly yarn thing at a posh yarn store in Wilmington, but that store closed. Oh yeah. When I found a yarn store not far from my house, like really close, they closed too. And I'm just I don't see myself buying really expensive yarn right now. Oh, she's somebody. What, you're passing 100 pocket shawls? You're on a pocket shawl kick? I guess you could make them all different, or are you making them all the same, different colors? I made one pocket shawl and I had issues putting the pockets on straight. It came out nice. It was with that scarfy yarn, and it came out nice. It's soft and everything. I mean, I'd wear it myself. I think I'm just going to keep it because I don't think I could sell it because the pockets, I didn't do it. You know, and I don't think I could see the thread to take them off and redo it, you know. Oh, cute. Oh, all the same, different colors. Did you buy that pattern, like that, the one everybody was buying? Wow. Well, you're really blessed, David, because God likes you. Whoever she gives a shout out for will get a lot of people. You know, there was another person she gave a shout out for that yarn is a second language. If you ever check them out, it's like two people doing a live together, like doing a channel together. It's different, and I think they're just friends. She knits and he crochets, so you should check them out. Hi, Bonnie, how you doing? Bonnie got knits and more. Yeah, I haven't tried any more knitting lately, but I was in the Dollar Tree recently, and I found a knitting book. Maybe that. I mean, I don't think I could do anything from it right now, but I found this for $1 at the Dollar Tree recently. The same dollar, no, was it the same Dollar Tree? I don't think so. Not the one that has a lot of yarn. No, it was the one that has a lot of yarn. I went there, I didn't buy any yarn because I put myself on a yarn ban or yarn diet, you know. Anyway, this has like a whole load of books, like hats in it. And it's a nice book for $1. I was wishing it was crochet, but no such luck. Every so often you'll see somebody has a book, you know, from Dollar Tree and it's crochet something or other, you know. Oh, you use Pamela's to start and tweaked it? You tweaked it or you tweeted it? There was one that everybody was buying for a while, you know, the pocket shawl, you know, patterns. I think it was like $7. Hey, listen, if you're going to spend $7 and make 100 and maybe sell them and make money, that's pretty good, you know. Anyway, I did finish something today. What are you all making besides, I know she's making pocket shawls. What's everybody else making? The last time I saw you, I was working on this. I was using my Dollar Tree yarn. Now, it wasn't coming out perfect, but it came out good enough. I made this blanket. I'll have to stand up to show you it. It's that wavelength pattern, like the stitch pattern. It's supposed to be a rectangle, but it's not perfect for some reason. I don't know. I think it was a tension issue. And you got to remember, it's, you know, it's not. Thank you. So this was the Dollar Tree yarn, except for I used the big twist yarn for the beige color, you know. And so, and this is this is the dark green, the gold, the blue, and like an orange. And I had purple too, but I was thinking this would be a gift. Hey, Veronica, this would be a gift for a baby boy that somebody I know's grandchild was coming. She's having 2 grandchildren. So It's like not folding perfect. What would you do? Would you give it as a gift anyway? You know, it's if it's laying on the bed, it doesn't look too bad, but for some reason, not folding perfectly. See? I mean, I'm not trying to sell it. But it's for some reason it's not a perfect rectangle. But maybe it's good enough for his gift. I was thinking I couldn't gift it. What do you think? Should I gift it? I think it looks good enough to gift. Nobody's answering me. Then I was watching Jeanette's channel one day, DIY Creations, you know her. And she's doing some kind of a crochet along. It's just you make a cardigan. It doesn't, you can make any cardigan you want. There's no, I have to look into it more. And you basically hashtag when you start showing it or something. And I think you could win something. Not that that matters. I just want to make a cardigan. It kind of motivated me to do it. Oh, you like the color choices? Yeah, I still have some of that yarn over here. See? The Dollar Tree yarn. But I didn't use the purple. I still have to make another blanket. So, I don't know. I'm not going to do this pattern again, I don't think. Being it came out a little wonky. It came out a lot wider when I tried to decide how wide to make it. It came out much bigger than I thought when I made the chain, even though I measured the chain. I wanted it to be 36 inches and it ended up being 43, you know. It's good for a gift. Okay. I think it looks pretty good. Whoop. I hope I'm not going freeze mode. Anyway, I'll show you what I started. I have this yarn, which I think I can see where it's, let me get the label. Hold on a minute. I'm not going. How much yarn did I use? Okay, I used 2 of each of the 4 colors from the Dollar Tree yarn, and I got into a second skein of this. I had 2 of these, the big twist. I mean, you need to do a lighter cut, like a contrasting color. I mean, I could have done black, I could have done white, you know, a contrasting color. So I kind of used part of this one, a whole one, and a little bit more, because I did the border and I put a little bit of that color in there too. Hi HD, how you doing? Hi Bon. It looks, yeah, well, it has no holes. So I think the person that you know, I'm going to gift it to, their children don't live in Florida. My friend lives in Florida, but her kids don't live in Florida. And she's getting 2 grandbabies. Hold on, I'm going to get the label for that. I bought this yarn on clearance a while ago. This one I paid $2.50 for at Walmart. The Red Heart with Love metallic in the olive color. And I don't know, this one I paid $1. I've had it for a while, probably sometime last year. You're lurking and working, Debbie? Okay, that's fine. So it says it takes, for a large, it takes 700 grams. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Wait a second. This is going to be a cardigan. I've made a couple of sweaters and tops. So this will be my first actual like cardigan with sleeves. But I've made sleeves before. Wait, I had to attach, I didn't sew it in yet. See? So it's got puff stitches, and I'm in Florida, so I don't want it to be super heavy. I'm using an 8mm hook, which is, I just dropped the hook. I just started the second skein. It says USL. I think it's an L hook. 8 or L. So yeah, you like the pattern. An easy pattern. I like easy. Sometimes I like to challenge myself, and I'll show you the tutorial. Since I'm not really making patterns yet, someday maybe I want to learn more. I've been thinking about buying those stitch books. I have a gift card that came to me. Where is it? Oh, it's called, it's from Hey Carrie. I'll put it down below later. Oh, yeah, I shared my picture on Veronica's Facebook group. Yeah, by the way, I have a Facebook group also, and hopefully you'll all join me as well. I'm getting a lot of people. They're not coming from here. They're coming from Facebook. So, and it's called, of course, it's called Nancy's Hooked on Crochet Facebook group. Hey, Katrina, how you doing today? So, anyway, so I'll put the link to so you could see what it looks like. Or I'm gonna look for it. I could hold up I'll feel search all day here. I'm not on the right playlist, like. So what else is everybody doing? You ever hear of Hey Carrie? I made a couple of her tops. And then she has a blog that has the pattern written out, or you can download the PDF and pay for it. But I just put it on my laptop. I mean, if it's something I really love and I want to make, you know, hope I can find it right away. She has a lot of tops and a lot of sweaters. She's in Ireland, you know, and I like that she has mostly everything on her blog. See if I can find the picture. Bear with me a minute. So what's new? Oh, so Kay says, yes, she loves Hey Carrie. I just was looking here. I found it. It's called it's probably her daughter in the picture. Wait, the commercial came on. Let me try to open it up. I don't know. I had it and I lost it. Wait.
Hey everyone, and welcome.
Picture is too dark. Something's going on with this phone. Oh, there it goes. You can't see it so good. It's called a duster cardigan. Crochet summer duster cardigan. Wait, I'll show it to you again. Let me show it to you again. Sorry. Oh, wait. Getting a reflection there. You can't see good. Anyway, I'm going to post a link below if anybody wants to see it better. I mean, mine's going to look different because it's a green color. I mean, you can make it it just said number 4 yarn, 8mm hook. And basically, it's going kind of fast. I'm almost done with the back panel. Then there's 2 front panels and I guess the 2 sleeves, and then you sew them together. I don't know. Maybe there's a collar for all I know, but I'm not that far ahead of myself yet. That's all. So I'm almost done with the back. I think I started, might have been last night or the night before, you know, so that's all. And I just finished the blanket. The blanket took me longer than I thought because a couple of times I made mistakes and I had to tear it out, stuff like that. Thanks, Veronica. I made these a while ago and I don't have I forget who I did it from, but I can find it. I mean, I might have put it under a different video when I originally made it. And I made a necklace too with the same yarn. It's crochet beads. What's the name of what? I'm sorry. The sweater? Okay, what's the name of what? The sweater? It just says crochet summer duster cardigan, all sizes. So then when you go to her blog, this is what I really like. You know, it's called Crochet Summer Duster Cardigan. We'll see how it comes out. She says she looks like she made it pretty long. And, you know, I don't know how long I want to make it. You know, see how it looks on me. I mean, I'll hold it up to my back and then I'll make the other pieces. Hey, Jane, how you doing? I'll make the other pieces and, you know, I'll try to line it up, use the same hook, of course. I have plenty of that yarn because I bought a whole bunch of it and I got all of it like discounted. Some I got for $1, some I paid more for, like $2.50. I love a bargain. So right now I have not bought any yarn since the end of January. So I'm going to try to stay away from yarn stores at least until Hobby Lobby has their clearance again. I still have tons of yarn I bought at Hobby Lobby I haven't touched. You know? So we'll see how it goes. And this was Kristen Armdahl's necklace. And it was easy too. I made like 2 of them. The other one I don't like the color. This one came out better. I like it in the solid. And the one I had was like a variegated. Well, you know, it's funny because like I said, I was getting my hair cut today and the girl, my friend's daughter who cut my hair, she's working from her house right now because the kids are being homeschooled. And I didn't even know she did crochet. She goes, oh, my mother didn't, she was showing her stuff. She probably didn't want to say anything. Whatever. She made some beautiful amigurumis and she made this gorgeous pocketbook she just showed me, and she makes baby clothes. She used to do it when she lived in Puerto Rico. When does Hobby Lobby have their clearance? Well, usually if you're in crochet groups, somebody will tell you. But last year, we got a brand new Hobby Lobby by us because it could vary like by a couple of weeks in different towns. And they opened a new Hobby Lobby and like 2 weeks later they were having clearance. And it was, I think it was July or August. I'd have to go back and look at my old videos because of course we were all posting it. You know, we were making videos, going in there and getting clearance yarn. I kept trying to be good and then I'd go back the next day and get more. It's like nobody knew, probably because we just had a brand new Hobby Lobby. Why would anybody know that there's clearance? So I kept going back and there was a lot of clearance still. Oh, so Jane says she made the necklace 7 years ago and learned with her Italian friend. Nice. Yeah, so my friend's daughter, she made this really nice pocketbook, and I'm pretty sure I found a tutorial for it, but it's all in Spanish, and so I might try to, I don't know. It had that jasmine stitch in it. It looks like a flower on the bottom and on the side. It looked really nice. She said she'd show me how to do it, but you know, she's a busy person. She does hair, and then she has 3 kids, and she works, you know, from home, and something else. You know, she doesn't do crochet, you know, to make money at all, you know. Oh, so David says he's going to do the look at a summer duster cardigan. Oh, you're going to look at that. Okay, cool. Yeah. And it has more than one size. In the tutorial, she's doing a small, but if you go to her blog, she's got other size, like bigger sizes. So you don't have to do the large. Most people, I would think, would wear a large, unless they're really thin, you know. I mean, I'm thinner than I was because I had lost weight. But I don't know. I don't want it. I like it to be able to close, you know. So we'll see. And if I really like it, maybe I'll make it in another color, or I'll try another cardigan, something like that. So let's see. We got 14 people in the house. Let's see if I missed any comments. So yeah, Michelle was asking when the clearance was. Yeah, like not long ago, I got a whole bunch of Christmas yarn at Walmart for like 64 cents each. So bought a little too much of that, actually. We'll see. Maybe I'll put part of that in the giveaway. Soon. I gotta find a box and throw some stuff in it and then just get it done, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm disappointed that Hobby Lobby canceled their 40% off coupon. And so now, like, there's a lot of things, like every other week, they put the yarn at for 30% off, you know. And now you can't take 40% off something. Like I bought like knitting needle set for 40% off. Hey, Jeanette, I was just talking about you. I was telling them about your little, what is it, the cow or the you know, the thing with the cardigan, and I'll show you what I started. You know, Jeanette wasn't here. She started this whole thing. I like the idea that I could just do whatever I want. I don't have to do what everybody else is doing, because, you know, maybe that's intimidating to me, you know. Yeah, Walmart by me, let's say all of a sudden they decide they need room for something else, and they'll just decide this stuff is old or they don't have enough, then they'll put it on clearance sometimes, and then they'll reduce it to $1 each or $2 each, and I'll just go crazy. So this is the beginning of my cardigan, Jeanette. See? It's a green. It has the metallic in it. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? So did you ever work with this yarn? I know that Veronica's was giving some of this away on her Tuesday thing, but I have so much of this yarn. So, you know, it's got the sparkle in it. See it? I made something with, I made a shawl with the gray version of this, and I still have some, I think, a taupe color. I don't know if yeah, see, it's got the puff stitches. It's really easy, and I'm using an 8mm hook, which is right up my alley. And it's actually a Susan Bates. I'm so happy. I didn't know it was a Susan Bates in an 8mm. You know? Thank you, Jeanette. Yeah, it's I was just telling everybody, it's a tutorial. Well, there's a tutorial, and then there's a pattern by Hey Carrie, and it's called Crochet Summer Duster Cardigan. Here, I'll show you the picture again. It's this is like an old phone, and I put you can't see the whole thing. That's the front. Let me see if I get the back. She always has a daughter trying on the stuff.
So begin by
Wait a
making
second. Whoop. 1 second. Trying to get it back so where you can see the thumbnail. But I'm definitely going to post it below in the, you know, after the live is over, and then you'll be able to see it. Anyway. It looks pretty long on her daughter, but her daughter's probably she made a small in the tutorial. I'm going to hold it up in a second. It's playing the commercial again. I'm trying to get it to the beginning. It's not cooperating with me today. I think somebody posted the link for the pattern. If you go below her video, like I think somebody put the link in the chat maybe for that for Hey Carrie's tutorial. And then there's a web page where you could look at the pattern for free, and then she has different sizes. She's got like small, medium, large, extra large, like 1X, 2X, something like that. Like it goes up to bigger sizes. She just increases it. And I made a sweater from her before that came out pretty good. I think I did 2. I did a short sleeve and I did a 3/4 sleeve sweater. And I like her. So I knew that I could do other things she made, so I decided to go back and look through her stuff again. That's all. I mean, as I get to know more stitches, maybe I can then attempt to do something myself, you know, instead of following somebody else. But I'm not that confident yet, you know. I think I did it with a scarf once. So, oh, you love oh yeah, I'll show you that again. It's on the bed. I've been, like, this was on my to-do list for a while. I want to get the right side. Came out much bigger than I thought. Hey, Judy. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen it already. And I just kind of did my own thing with the border. This is mostly Dollar Tree yarn. I seen one tutorial that they didn't put the lighter, like a different color in between. They just did they just changed colors. That looked okay too. Like, I don't know. One side, now I'm showing you the wrong side. But I didn't turn my work because I didn't like the way the single crochet looked. So I think that might have had something to do with the fact that I didn't turn my work. I don't know. It's sort of like a little wonky. It's not perfectly rectangle, you know. Maybe I got to try to block this thing, stretch it a little. It's pretty big. Yeah, it looks 100 times better now that I put the border on it, and it's not as wonky looking as it was before the border, you know. Thanks. And, you know, I've been seeing this stitch for a long time, and I have a lot of different things saved in my YouTube. I make like all those little playlists. And then every so often I look through it. Yeah, okay, well, you know how we are with our work. Like, you know, we know there's a little mistake, and then we think everybody else is going to see it, but they may not ever see it. Definitely the first blanket I made for my grandson was not straight on one side, you know. Okay, so Cynthia says it doesn't have to fold perfectly. I think the border helps it look a lot better, so I folded it, you know. I like it. I mean, I'm getting a grandbaby too. I do have a few different blankets already made and with blues in them. So I'll just keep my favorites for my baby, you know. I don't know what I'm going to do come June when the baby comes. Going to be busy, busy. I'll be changing more diapers, you know. Today's my day off. That's why I had to come on today. Because, you know, I don't babysit normally on Wednesdays. Unless something comes up. Sometimes it doesn't mean I'll never babysit on Wednesday. So everybody's saying hello to one another. So what else do you want to talk about? You know, here's the knit book I found at the Dollar Tree, in case you didn't see it. And I haven't tried my hand at knitting for a few weeks now. So eventually I'll try again. And there's all different kind of hats in here. There's even a newsboy hat. Yeah, these don't, they're just showing pictures. It's just pictures in here. Some fancy ones that, you know, I just like to be able to knit one hat, you know. There's something here with a chart. This is cute. Wait, it's got a hood. Wait, this side. Yeah, well, it's hard to show you the pictures without actually not showing the words, you know. Anybody have anything they want to show me what they're making? Let's see. Anyway, I put the link down below. Now that I kind of showed you what I made. Hey, Vivian, a long time no see. I just haven't been on for a week. I think it's a week. I don't mean to be away. Was very busy like the last week. I don't know what the heck I was doing. Oh, Cynthia says, I'm finishing up a crochet knot pillow. I put knitting on the back burner. Yeah, well, you know, knitting takes longer. I just wanted to like face my fears and learn how to knit. And I did knit a couple of little things, nothing spectacular. I was just watching somebody's video today, and they said after a year and a half, they finally are knitting like stuff. So it's not easy for everybody. Maybe it's harder if you're a crocheter first. I don't know. And oh, there's two Cynthias. So Cynthia Tucker said she's making the knot pillow. And Cynthia Joyful Creation says, I'm working on a hoodie from my daughter-in-law and a baby blanket using the texture cluster stitch. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that is, but I once did a 3D cluster stitch from Fiber Spider, and it was taking forever, and I decided to make it a cowl, but it was a nice cowl. I actually sold it. I do sell things occasionally, and I do have an Etsy shop. with some things in there. I'm thinking about looking at some mannequins on the Amazon. Maybe I'll get myself a little mannequin to put my stuff on so I could take decent pictures. So I'm going to look at that again. Okay, so Veronica's working on a granny square blanket for Alex. That's nice. David says, knitting is a mystery to me, and I don't mind leaving it that way. Well, I love crochet, but my mom showed me how to knit too at the same time she originally taught me to crochet. And I remember I liked it. So I just figured, I don't know, I just kind of want to try, Oh, so Judy says she agrees with David. Well, it doesn't mean I have to do it. You know what I mean? My coffee got cold already. Oh, David's asking Veronica if she taught her son to do granny squares. And Jeanette put the hashtag. So I have to relook at your video, Jeanette, to see exactly how this crochet cardigan challenge is. Like if I'm supposed to join a group or I'm confused. But definitely I've been meaning to do a cardigan, and I just didn't want one with super baggy sleeves, really, and I don't know. I've been looking at all different ones. I decided not to go with the hexagon one. And we'll see. I mean, when I go to church, I like to have because they can really blast the air conditioning. I usually might wear a shawl, but I definitely think a sweater would be nicer. And I definitely like the idea of doing wearables, So I'm sure I'll get it done. And so far it's going really nicely. I'm hoping like in a week it'll be finished, Then I could do another one. Anybody want to come up? I did post a link. Video every day in April. I haven't heard about it, but it's interesting. I never tried one of those. I guess the thing is you can make a few videos in one day and then just release them as you go. So I know I have a wedding in April. And like I do when I babysit, I never crochet when he's here. Most of the time we're babysitting, we're not home most of it. We usually go to a park or something. It's nice out here, so he loves to go to the park. Or we put like one of his vehicles, my husband got him, and we take him somewhere to ride it. So Jeanette's working on hers right now. That's good. I saw you started it. Oh, yeah, Cynthia says she doesn't have the patience for knitting, but I love how intricate and a lot of designs there are. Yeah, it looks a lot more scary than crochet. Like you drop one stitch and you're screwed, to be polite. I had a lot of holes in mine. I think I kept yarning over. I pretty much got down to knit stitch, but to go from knit to purl is my problem because you got to put the yarn in the front for the purl and you got to put the yarn in the back for the knit. I don't know. And I bought a whole bunch of knitting stuff. So that's part of my reason I think I'm going to try eventually again, So David says, I do more than one a day, especially with oh, you're doing more than, right now, yeah, you've been on a roll with your videos. So that's good. I guess, being that we have a grandchild and we're involved in his life, plus I'm going to have another grandchild, I don't see myself as doing videos every single day, because I don't like to crochet while I talk to you all. I end up messing up something. I don't feel like making mistakes, so I prefer to just hang out with you all, drink my coffee, sip on my water, talk to friends. Hey, Lori, how you doing? That's all. Oh, and Viviana just finished an Outlander knitted shawl. It didn't come out as expected, but you finished. Yeah, kind of like my blanket, but it looks better than I thought it was going to look. After I hit that border, it improved a lot, I mean, sometimes I like to do some little projects to break up with the big projects, It's like I like to be able to show you something that I made or at least started when I come on, you know. And I can't buy yarn constantly right now. For a while, I kept buying yarn on clearance or something, and I had something to show you. You know, I mean, I could make some stitch markers. Oh, so Cynthia Tucker says, I have almost semi-mastered the loom knitting with tension not being all over the map. I do have a loom. I bought a bunch of looms on clearance at Walmart a while back, and I bought 2 sets. They were like dirt cheap. But one of them you could make a thinner yarn, but I found it was too hard to, it was harder to get your fingers in there. And I have like a small knitting machine that I found at the Salvation Army, and it doesn't work too good. I might try it again, but try different yarns. I heard that Karen Simply Soft works good with that yarn, with that machine, but it's a really junky one with bad reviews. The one I found for like $3. I made like one little tiny hat for a doll. Here I have, you know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, sometimes I don't know what I want to make, so I'm like scrambling to figure. I have to. It's like I want something on my hook. I have some squares that I started, the willow squares. So I could go back to that too. I mean, I could make a scrap blanket out of that. You know, and it's more feminine than masculine. I like the willow squares, but like my grandson is like one of my biggest fans, but I wouldn't give him that. I mean, I did make him a giant blanket not long ago for his big boy bed because he's going to get a big boy bed soon. Once the baby comes, maybe a few months after, they're going to let him keep his room. They're going to swap rooms, I think, and they give him a different room and whatever. They'll figure it out, you know. So nobody wants to come up and hang out with me. Okay. Well, yeah, then I bought these at the Dollar Tree. These were kind of cool. They're just little notebooks. Oh, since I run the yarn through an empty ink pen, I saw that and I bought something. I don't know what I did with it. I got too much stuff. I need to get more organized. Here's something cute. If you like Bible verses, it says, kind words are like honey, Proverbs 16:24. It's like a little, like a journal. And then you open it up and it says grace, and it has like a different Bible verse on the inside. It has blank pages with this little thing in the corner, this side. Hi, Nancy. I was in Granny D's. Oh, it's Gabbing Grammy. Oh, it has a different Bible verse. Wait, oh no. Yeah, perhaps this moment for which you were created, from I think it's from Esther. So these are cute little books. They have like 3 versions. I bought 2. It's always good to have some little books with you. You go to church and you take notes, Comes in plastic. I'm going to pull it out so I can show it to you. Oh, it's okay. I didn't realize Granny D was on. And my problem is I can't always get on, and basically, so I kind of just popped on because I didn't see anybody. And I don't know everybody's schedule. Yeah, this one has the Esther verse on it. Perhaps this is the moment for which you were created, Esther 4:14. Yeah, I got it at Dollar Tree. Somebody else showed it at Dollar Tree, so I went looking for it. And then it has like these big blank pages. You were watching an old one? An old what? An old live? Oh, she would come up, but hubby is talking loudly on the phone. Yeah, my hubby's in the other room. He does a lot of work on his computer. Let's see. Yeah, and the knitting book was nice. So who came in late and didn't see what I made? Well, this is for knit. I found this at Dollar Tree. This is the first. I actually saw something for knitting once before, but didn't buy it. Maybe I'll put it in a giveaway. I mean, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to knit a hat, you know. This is my one finished project. And Sarah's little corner of the crochet world is lurking at work. Oh, she's at work. Okay. No, it came out really big. Oh, so have a good dinner, Judy. It's a rectangle. It's like a rectangle, slightly warped, but giftable. See? It'll cover a baby. Have you ever done that this wave stitch blanket? I actually, a few years ago, I had to go to the doctor over here at the hospital where I had my operation. And I met a lady that was waiting for her husband, and she was making this type of blanket. I mean, she was using some really other colors that were really pretty, but different. And I was like, ooh, I need to do that someday, you know? So it came out pretty good. There's lots of tutorials, and I can't remember now off the top of my head who I followed. I think it was Bee Hook, not sure. And this is the cardigan. I haven't made a cardigan before. I've made a couple of sweaters. You know, this is going to have sleeves. This is the back. So I'm almost done with the back. It just has, it's a really easy stitch, and I'm using an 8mm hook. So it's a big hook. You know, so it's going to work up quickly, which I like, you know? Oh, so Gabby Grammy says I'm working on a blanket. Okay. Oh, so Cynthia's, you know what I was going to say? You could try making a washcloth out of it. You know, I think it would make a cute washcloth. You just have to use 2 colors, and you don't even have to put the accent color. Because I've seen tutorials. That's how I used to learn stitches. In the beginning, I would make a lot of washcloths, and I would follow tutorials, and it's a good way to learn. And David says, Bella Coco recently did a tutorial for the Almond Stitch, which is similar to the wave stitch, and I'm using it for a piece I'm designing, and well, I've designed, and I need to make the prototype. Okay. I look forward to seeing it, you know? So yeah, I've seen nice sweaters with that wavelength stitch where they take it and they have it going not horizontal, but vertical. And then they do like, I don't know. There's a pattern for it, and I've seen other people make it and wear it, and really comes out nice. I think it's kind of fitted, like a fitted sweater. Cynthia Tucker says, I tried a hat and an Ami. What do you mean by Ami? OML? I'm not sure what OML stands. I don't know all the logo, you know. Anyway, if you didn't already, maybe you'll give me a thumbs up before you leave me, you know. But anybody else? Nobody wants to come up and hang out? People are crocheting or eating, or whatever, you know. I'll just put it up again because, you know, it tends to disappear. It's kind of fun when somebody comes up and we get to talk and get to know each other, you know. I've had people up before. I don't bite, you know. That's all. Oh my Lord, it whipped me. What's that? Oh, what, the thing your project you were doing? Yeah, you know, every so often I'll try something like a tutorial and, you know, it just isn't going right, or I don't like it. Like I started a different top and it was a really, really thin yard. I wasn't feeling it. So I kind of like threw it in I don't usually do that, but it happens. It happens once in a while. don't have the capability to come up. Yeah. Oh, Graham. Here comes Grammy. Maybe her husband got quiet. Wait a second. I got to fix the volume on here. I think I have it turned down. Give me a second. Say something.
Hi, I'm got a little bit of a lag on the audio.
What's your name?
Donna.
Hey, Donna. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. See if you have something else on that you need to shut off. Oh, you have one of those too, Jane. I've got one also.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, here's
I'm gonna
Brenda.
grab something.
Okay, great. I want to see what you got there. Hey, Brenda. Brenda had a nice vacation.
I'm making a blanket for my granddaughter. I'm using Jada and Stitch's 2017 blanket to get inspiration from.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
there's,
adorable. I love it.
yeah, see, it's got a little nose. I got too much light up here. There, now you can see a little bit of the nose.
Whoop,
It's raining.
You're dropping stuff. You're like me. Where are you from, Anna?
There you go. You can see that a little bit. I'm from North Carolina. I'm right outside of Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I used to live in Carolina Shores for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Right near the border by Calabash, like not far from Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I know Myrtle Beach. Yeah, Calabash and Myrtle Beach, yeah.
Yeah, well, I was just over the border in North Carolina. Yeah.
Cool.
Debbie and David said that's so cute. I love it. I mean,
thank
maybe
you.
I
can't see this fat.
Oh, I think you can. You got to hit chat.
Yeah, comments. There we go.
Comments.
Yeah.
You should be on. Hey, Marcel, how are you?
Now, this is just a white circle. I'm putting a big green background, and I'm going to make a sheep out of it.
Cool. So, are you following her tutorial, or you're just kind of tweaking it?
Well, she's got 3 squares. I'm going to use a bear, the bunny, and a bear, a bunny, and an owl. There's several animal squares on that blanket I'm going to use, and then I'm making my own up. Like this sheep, she doesn't have a sheep. I'm going to make it up.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to grab something else. I got to concentrate too hard on this.
Okay. Well, you could just show us some other things. Do you have content? Do you have a channel and you have content?
Yes, I do. It's Gavin Grammy.
Okay, I'm going to double check. I might be subscribed.
Yes, you are.
Okay, sometimes I get busy and I don't get to watch the whole video. Yeah.
That is going to be a koala bear.
Cool. So you start out with like the square with the circle in it.
You start out with a circle, just like this.
Right.
And then you square it out. There's, I think, 3 rows of that. And there will be a border, a gray border around all the squares, and I'm going to use the connect as you go method to join them.
Okay, I'm still not good at that. I'm not a big fan of squares.
You know? Oh, let me grab something right quick.
Sure.
There you go.
Oh, how cute! It looks like a little gnome. A troll. I was
not a troll. It's a gnome. It's a gnome. I keep calling them troll. I don't know.
I don't know the difference. I was thinking gnome or troll.
Yeah, it is gnome. Troll is big and ugly.
Oh, big and ugly. Okay. I guess the gnomes are cuter.
Sorry about showing you on my butt.
Okay, don't worry about it. I like your room there.
Thank you.
I have most of my yarn hidden. I have a little behind me. See?
Now my light is so bright. Let me see if I can block some of it off.
I dropped the hook.
I need to set up something new. There, that's a whole lot better.
And you made that?
Yes, nice. It's made out of Burnett blanket yarn.
Cool. Is that like variegated?
Yeah, it's pink and it's getting in light. It's pink and gray and white.
Did you do it yourself or did you follow somebody's tutorial?
I followed somebody. Is it One Dog Wolf? I know I followed One Dog Wolf for something, but
Ibra Spider recently put up a tutorial for a bunny.
I'm going to make that, only I'm going to use scrap yarn, make every part of it in a different color yarn, and then when I make the cardigan, I'm going to put patches on it and make big seams like it's a patchwork type bunny.
Cute.
Yeah. And then no Ella with No Catchy Name, she made one out of worsted. So I had to.
Nice.
I tried that out first to figure out if I could do the pattern. And then I made the big one.
I've only made one thing and I can't find it now. It was here earlier. Like I made a little teddy bear thing. It's around here somewhere. I don't know where I put him. He's really small.
I know where Monroe is, David.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I think David, I follow you. I saw you over when I watched that old live of Granny D's. And I follow you. I love you to pieces, I gotta say.
Oh, Marcel wants to know who the designer of the gnome is.
That is by Winding Road Crochet, and you can find it. She's got a website. You can find. She's got all sorts of different holiday. I've got one. You can't see it.
Okay. Kind of far away.
It let me see. Right there, that orange.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is also a gnome.
Okay.
I plan on making one gnome a month because I want to have a gnome for the holidays series.
Oh, cool. And how long did it take you to make those little dolls?
Not long at all. This pattern, especially this one right here, because it's got that hat, not a real long one. I had it done in a day.
Nice. The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Cool.
Stuffing it all done in a day.
I like to fill in sometimes, like I'll do like a week-long project. It's nice to have just 1 week where you do a bunch of things, you know? Like that don't take as long. Like I've done a lot of hats or cowls, stuff like that.
Oh, I love making hats. I worked on him all day long. I keep turning in there.
He looks good. I like him.
Thank you.
Do you
He's
sell
my
things
favorite.
or you just do you sell things? Do you sell things?
I haven't yet. Most of my work is done for like hats and scarves and baby blankets and lap blankets, stuff like that. Go to Levine's Children's Hospital. I send a lot of premium hats and baby blankets there. At least I used to. Here lately I haven't. Right now I'm into making shawls and then I went on an amigurumi kick. And I've got to get 2 blankets done for my my grandkids, my grandkids, my daughter's godchildren.
Okay.
This is what I've been working on to break up the time too.
Is that a scarf?
Yes, it's the Surrey bell pattern. It's not available anymore. A friend of mine from YouTube sent me the pattern.
Okay.
And it's a whole lot like the blanket stitch. Now I can't remember what hook I was using.
Hold it closer. I can't see good. Okay. That looks nice. When I first saw it, I thought it was a corner to corner for a second because it has
it's got those bumps on it. Looks like it.
Oh, okay.
But you could look up the blanket stitch tutorial.
I've seen the blanket stitch.
It's just like that, only after you put in your 2 doubles, you put in 2 singles, and then you do not 2 singles, 2 chains, and then you do the single. And when you come back across, instead of going into the single, you go into the chain 2 space, and it gives you a lacier fabric.
I see. It's too bad it's not out there anymore.
Yeah, it's a nice little pattern.
Could be like an older pattern.
Yeah, the blog isn't gone anymore. I don't know if you could find it in the Wayback Machine. I don't know. It's the
Don't
Surrey
worry, there's
bell.
plenty out there. There's plenty out there for me to do.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
always finding. I try to challenge myself. I might do something a few times, and then you get the bug to learn something new.
Yeah.
Then you have times you want to do something that's mindless.
Oh, I need a lot of that. Of course,
Yeah.
usually the mindless knitting, I'll just make a hat. There's a simple beanie I make. It's just a half double crochet, most of it, in the round from the top down, and then 2 rows of single stitch on the bottom. And
Okay.
I've done literally thousands of those
Wow.
hats. You know those great big, huge, extra large bags you get at Dollar Tree? They're plastic bags that
Yeah.
fill up. They're
Yeah, I
huge.
buy them.
I filled one of those plumb up and took it down to my grandkids' school one year. And that was only
Nice.
part of the hats I made.
Where I live in South Florida, so people
Mhm.
don't really wear hats here. Like
Yeah,
it's not
that's
cold
true.
here. It's like summer all year round practically.
Yeah.
You might get a chilly weekend.
Yeah, I saw a little scarf I want to try to make. It's like a little V. I don't know if you had it or not.
I mean, I've done cowls. What?
It's scarves that goes all the way around, but it's just a little V.
Yeah, I've
I
done
can't
those.
remember who had it. I've seen it a couple times on Facebook.
Mhm.
I am part of Llama Mama's group for Yarn Bingo, and that is so much fun.
I've heard of Yarn Bingo, but I haven't played it.
Yeah.
Is that like where you try to follow like there's things pictures and then you try to make that item?
No,
Like it might
not
have a scarf on
exactly.
it.
Let me see if I can find my paper here. No, that's not it. Well, I'm gonna keep talking as I'm looking.
Yeah,
Here it is.
Jane is asking about a raffia hat, a summer hat. Is there a summer hat that you make?
I don't make a summer hat, but I thought raffia was like a fabric.
I don't know.
I'm talking online.
But you said, are you still on the phone?
Yeah, I was wanting you to be quiet so they wouldn't hear you. Let's see. Can you see? It's got squares with little writing in it, and these are
Yeah,
my
I can't see the writing. Those are
yeah.
things you made. Is that everything that you accomplished where the hearts are?
Yeah, I've already done all those. I have a couple I'm not going to do. If you've seen Pamela's Adoring Crochet, she has the things you get from the Dollar Tree, the little towels.
Right, I've seen that. I haven't
Yeah.
tried that yet.
Yeah, I want to make some of those. I've got the thing that's hanging up there is one with Easter eggs on it, and I want to put that to use, make a towel topper to get that one. But there's a bunch of finish a whip, then like create something with spring colors, create something for St. Patrick's Day. That was that gnome. But
Okay.
basically, there's a bunch of ideas on here, and you can try to see if the projects you want to make fit into one of these ideas because most of them are fairly broad ideas. Or it might
Right.
inspire you to make something. Like you're
Yeah,
bored, you don't know what to do.
You didn't have to do an
Ideas.
amigurumi. You could have just made something with St. Patrick's colors, and you
Yeah.
could have even made little earrings in a 3-leaf, 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
You could do it.
You can do whatever you want to do and make it fit into that category.
You could have made a washcloth.
Yeah, I think there's actually, if it wasn't this month, it was last month. They said make a washcloth or a dish towel. That might be on here this month.
Well, it looks like you got a lot of things done.
Stitch.
When did they start that?
That's that. It's new card is released on once a month. It's been going on for a couple years.
Oh, but
it changes
so
the
we're
new card
at the middle of the month. So
yeah,
that's everything you made this month.
Yeah,
that's a lot of stuff.
I had a bunch of them done. I'm disabled and I don't go anywhere, don't do anything except crochet.
Just stay home.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I try to do a lot of crochet, but I also babysit my grandson.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of
Not
grandkids.
all day. Huh?
Yeah.
How many?
I got a bunch of them, like 7 or 8.
But do you get to see them? Do they live nearby?
The 5 in one family does live nearby. I could be there in 5 minutes. And 2 of those children come over every other weekend. And the other
Nice.
3 come over occasionally. They
Okay.
the older 3 are not my daughter's children, they're my her stepchildren. So they go over to
Okay.
their moms. And every once in a while, if they behave well and they're not going to the moms, they'll come over here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm only going on number 2 soon. I got one. He's 3.5 almost, and now he's gonna have a little brother
Oh, how cool.
in June. So, and then my other son got married, so maybe next year we might get some from. But they live in New York. I'm originally from New York. If you can't tell.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah, so I've been here like 6 years in Florida, but I lived in North Carolina for 5, so I have lots of Southern friends. You know, I had a few people tell me I have to eat grits.
Oh, you don't have to do anything. You
I
don't.
know, I'm just
They're
kidding.
good though. Oh, they're real good.
It reminded me of cream of wheat. I did try them.
Well, they're really good if you kind of spice them up a little bit, like throw a little bit. You can, if you fry your eggs, you can put a little bit of grits in with your eggs. That's real good.
Okay.
One time I put, oh, they're real good when you put cheese in them.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Awesome.
I'm doing a low carb diet right now.
So you don't really need grits in your life.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, I cheat sometimes and I still eat some. I did lose like 35 pounds, but I put a few back on. So
Well, if you're going to cheat, you don't want to waste it on grits. Get you some
no,
chocolate.
I had a cupcake last night when I was at church yesterday. We've been
Yeah.
having once a month. They have like a ladies ministry thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they, being that the COVID thing, so they cater it in, and you donate like $5 towards the meal.
Yeah.
And there's always like a raffle. I guess they take that money and it goes towards the raffle prizes, so you could win the raffle. And we do fun stuff. And I won something. I won a really pretty plant, like a planter, like to put a plant. And they gave us plants too, really pretty flowers. It's in the kitchen. I would show it to you. You know?
Be yourself with Jane. I hear you.
Veronica would have the whole page completed in less than I don't know. She does some longer projects. She's working on like a granny square blanket for her son. She was making a king size blanket with those anniversary cakes. She went crazy buying anniversary cakes. I have 3 anniversary cakes, but none of them are the same color. And I got them all. Well, I bought them for like $6 each. I got them at Michael's. They were closing, so like they just like reduced them, and then they made everything like 70% off the reduced price. So it was already reduced from 35 to like 20. So I got, I think it was 70 or 75%. So I got a good deal.
That
Yeah,
is.
David says, stir the grits together with scrambled eggs and your sausage pieces. Yeah, yum, yum.
Yeah, I was going to mention sausage.
Yeah. My husband likes cream of wheat. Today I made him chopped liver. Doesn't sound good to a lot of people, but he loves it. And I just had a burger. Because I'm doing low carb, I had a burger and I had a couple of eggs with it. Over easy. It was pretty good, actually.
Now,
Fills you up.
if you got some time for some carbs, something that's really good is you take tater tots and you put them in a casserole dish. And then you get like 3 eggs and a cup of milk. I know it's a lot of milk, but what you're doing is you're making almost like a quiche. You stir that all together, pour it over your eggs, and you can throw a little bit of pre-cooked sausage bits all over it. Stick it in the oven, let it cook for about 45 minutes, and then you pull it out, put cheese on it, and let it cook another 10. It's a breakfast casserole that's awesome. It's so good.
Viviana, good night. Let me just say good night to Viviana.
Good night, Viviana.
Oh, what does he say? David says he eats scrapple, so he doesn't judge the chopped liver. Well, you know, my husband's Jewish, so I make him some good Jewish food. There's a lot of that going on in New York. Oh, and Jane says we Brazilians eat grits completely different. I need to make a video showing. Yeah, you were saying you make cooking videos.
I
Well,
wouldn't mind seeing.
I bought a small waffle maker, and I was making chaffles, which is like a low carb version of the waffle. They
Oh,
call them chaffles. So you're not really eating regular waffles. You're putting like egg and cheese, and I made ones that had blueberries in it. You put some like the stevia sweetener in there, and then you put some vanilla, and I put blueberries in it, and it had egg and regular, I think, mozzarella cheese. Can't remember now, but anyway, that was good. Then I made one like a quiche. It was egg and it was cheddar cheese, and then you put in I put zucchini in it, shredded. Came out really good. It was really
I like
tasty.
making
You could eat that
zucchini.
with eggs. It tastes like you're eating like a hash brown. You know, it was really yummy.
Taking squash or zucchini and shredding it up, putting a little bit of egg and some cornmeal in there, and making a fritter out of it.
Right. Well, don't use the fritter, and it gets toasty because it's like a small waffle maker. So you get small ones, but you could still eat two of them. It's like people make sandwiches out of it.
Yeah.
So let's say if you want to let's say you're not eating bread, so there's all different recipes online, like videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you can make bread out of it, and you can make an egg sandwich with like the bacon or the ham, or whatever it is, or sausage, and you're just not eating the carbs. Or it has carbs, it just doesn't have as much. It has like maybe a few grams. You're supposed to keep your grams below 20.
Yeah.
And David wants to know, Grammy, Donna, if you ever had squash pudding. I never heard of it.
No, but I bet I would like it. I'm not big on squash if it's slimy.
Oh, okay. Well,
I like it.
Years ago, when my sister lives in Texas, years ago, she grew squash and she got so many. Some of them grew so big. So, nothing. We try to grow some tomatoes here, like when we first moved here, but I guess it wasn't the right time of the year. It was too hot and they just kind of like got burnt by the sun.
Yeah.
So my husband figured it's cheaper to just buy the tomatoes than to try to buy plants and then have them get killed because it's too hot,
Or go to the farmer's market and buy you some fresh homegrown tomato.
Yeah, I don't know if this where I am, I don't know. They have place where I could pick up strawberries, like from where you pick your own. Strawberries are low carb compared, like you could eat berries. So, like I said, so I'm tweaking my things I could eat on my diet.
Yeah. I need to do better.
Hey, Jolene, how you doing? What's on your hook tonight? The name looks new to me. Are you new here? So what's she saying? What did he say? It could be sweet and treated like a dessert. So one of his Methodist minister friends gladly accepted the dessert. And we told him it was squash. I mean, I've had zucchini bread, but I like zucchini quiche. So, to make it and have it tasty, and whip it. It didn't take long to whip up. I used like one medium zucchini, and I made.
Hi, Jolene.
I'll have to make that again. I don't eat breakfast, so I just have coffee in the morning, and I start eating a little later. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's mine, not yours.
Oh, Jolene,
Thank you.
a single crochet blanket. Well, when I made my mosaic blanket, the majority was single crochet, and that thing weighs a ton, you know?
And takes forever.
It took me 6 weeks. Good night, Cynthia. She's saying good night. She's going, Cynthia Tucker. Excuse me.
Good night, Cynthia.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but the mosaic is like single crochet and double. I did buy a pattern. I haven't bought a lot of patterns. I bought a few.
I don't buy a lot of patterns.
Double
I'll
chocolate
occasionally buy a
zucchini
few.
cake? I never heard of that.
I
Jane.
bet that would be awesome.
Well, I could make like a chocolate brownie thing that's low carb and tastes good too. Like this, there's ways of doing that. Like you use cocoa and then like some kind of low carb sweetener. You like single crochet? I didn't mind making that blanket. It was Florida. I can't make a lot of big blankets. Oh, Veronica doesn't like zucchini. Well, it took me a while to acquire a taste for zucchini. It kind of takes on the taste of other things. It's kind of bland. Like it's, and I don't like it mushy. I like it to be like more, like it's good al dente. Like, like if you go to a restaurant and they don't overcook it. I don't know. I made some the other day for my husband. He's trying low carb too. I just put Parmesan cheese and stuck it in the oven, and it came out like breaded zucchini sticks. If you ever tried that, that tastes really good. Who likes raisin? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you like breaded zucchini sticks. Anybody
Never had
here?
it, yet I would.
It's good. But you could use breadcrumbs, or if you want to. Or you could just use Parmesan cheese and it comes out good too. I put it on parchment paper. You just didn't even peel it, just cut it up into slices. It didn't stick. I used egg to stick it in the egg first.
Now, is oatmeal bad on carbs? I never did know.
Oatmeal's a lot of carbs.
It is?
Yeah.
But it is low on gluten, isn't it?
I don't know about gluten, but it's high on carbs. They always made like it was good for your cholesterol, but too much carbs, whatever. I'm making Debbie hungry. I did eat. It's dinner time. I ended up eating a hamburger and some eggs. What I have for lunch? Oh, we had bought some rotisserie chicken and I had that for lunch. Yeah, so Sarah said she's making a queen size blanket in all single crochet. And gave it away. Oh, she said she made it and gave it away. Yeah, I ain't giving away my blanket. That blanket, my grandson tried to walk off with it when he was only 3 because I made it a while ago. He was so cute. Yeah, David says he likes zucchini cooked with onion, garlic, topped with Parmesan.
Oh, yeah.
We know that Veronica and Alex like to cook. Alec, he makes avocado chocolate mousse. I saw a recipe, I thought, for to make a low carb brownie using avocados. And she said she likes to eat it with apple and strawberry. I never ate avocados for years. And then I heard it was good for the low carb. And my son all of a sudden he got into like chipotle, I can't say it right.
Yeah.
Like the food, like the Mexican, like Taco Bell type of food. I came back to visit them in New York and they were eating all that stuff. So I couldn't acquire a taste for some of it, but I started eating avocados since I've been doing low carb. And they're really cheap down here compared to New York.
Yeah.
So Jolene says to Sarah, how many chains did you start with for the queen size blanket? I think you could just, make your chain and then see how long it is, like put it up against your bed if you have a queen size bed.
The
blanket I made, yeah, the blanket I just made, I don't know, my leg's falling asleep.
I'd like to know what size.
I made the chain and it turned out to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Oh,
I'd
she's saying
like to know what size hook she used.
Yeah, that's important. What type of yarn she used?
Yeah, because the
know?
bulky's a whole lot quicker than something smaller.
I do prefer number 4 yarn. I could.
That's
You know,
my favorite.
The sweater I'm making is a number 4, but I'm using an 8mm, so I could see it's working up nicely quick. I'm enjoying that, you know. Yeah, so you're like, I need to learn how to make guacamole. I'll have to look up a recipe for that. Yeah, you want to. I showed it earlier a couple of times. I hate to be so.
A G hook? Is that a G hook? No, that's even smaller than the G, isn't it?
A 3.5mm.
That's tiny.
I never worked with a 3.5mm. I've worked with a 4mm. Thank you, Jolene.
Dang it.
And I'm working on that challenge to make a cardigan. Which ways? I got it the wrong way.
I like to do the foundation single crochet. That'll give you a better idea of how long it's going to be.
Okay. I've done the foundation double crochet for something. I think I used it for that pocket shawl I made that I didn't put the pockets on perfect. There's got to be a trick to that. I think it was the yarn, maybe. The way I didn't follow somebody's tutorial, I actually kind of winged it. So she's there. Jane said they're talking about guacamole. Yeah, so I eat a lot of avocados, but I should learn how to make the guacamole. I've eaten it out. I didn't like it at first. You know, sometimes it takes a while to acquire a taste for certain foods, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's all a matter of what your taste buds get used to.
Right. Well, they weren't such great cooks growing up. They were simple, grandma and mommy. I grew up with my grandma and my mom's mom,
Yeah.
and my dad, of course. You know, there was four kids in the house, grandma, my parents, and it was a small house with one bathroom. Like it was a 2-family house, so they rented out the upstairs, and it was like, I don't know. It's a Brooklyn house, so like kind of long, and the bedrooms are small, and the closets are small. And
Hello, Yarn It Out.
Starla says, "Get adventurous with food. There are so much wonderful foods." Yeah. Hey, Rosalie, how you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to get adventurous with crochet. You know? Yeah, I never tried an avocado. I did try guac when I was living in North Carolina. It didn't agree with me though in the beginning. Now I can eat it. It's not a problem. I like it.
I didn't like guacamole for many long years, and my sister-in-law brought one time, the guacamole, for a Christmas dinner, and I don't know where she got it, but that stuff was delicious.
Did she bring you some good chips? Oh yeah, I made
Yes.
these a while ago. The earrings, and I made a necklace the same color. I don't usually wear it. I just put it on for the show. You know.
Well, I'm a mess. I wasn't expecting to be on.
Oh, I had my hair cut today, so
Nice.
so you look your best after you just had your hair done. See, nice and short in the back.
Oh, I can't wear haircuts like that. It makes me look awful. Of course, I don't look that great anyway, so it really makes a difference.
I don't like ponytail things in my hair. They hurt my head. I just can't wear. So, and my hair gets so knotty, like oily, and like it gets knots easily when it's too long.
Mm-hmm.
So I finally gave up on the long. I had long hair in my first video. So if you ever look at my first video, you'll see me 30 pounds heavier with long hair. So I lost a couple of years. You didn't freeze up on me, did you? So what's everybody making? Not everybody answered me earlier. Hey, Rosalie, what are you doing? What are you making today? I didn't show Rosalie my my stuff. This is going to be a cardigan. We'll see. I'm going to try to get a little bit more done of this tonight. I'm going to close this up in a few minutes. Oh, she's still working on her striped blanket. I don't know. I started this I guess I took more than a week to make this blanket.
I really do love that.
Yeah. And this was from the Dollar Tree. Feels nice. Thank you. You could go crazy with the colors. You don't really have to put the lighter color in between. Maybe it would have been easier. I could have just went from one color to another, like contrasting colors.
I used to have a Be Inspired fingerless mitts on Ravelry, but I took all my patterns down.
Oh,
Yeah. I just noticed that Be Yourself is making the Be Inspired hat for her giveaway.
oh. Okay, so Lori says I'm doing the March strip for Jada and Stitches. I think I saw that, a mile a minute.
Yeah, I've got one going.
But is that something you got to sew together? Like
no,
make the strips?
you attach it as you go.
Oh, okay.
When you're doing you make a strip, and when you're doing your border around it, you attach it. It's like a granny square stitch, and you
Okay.
attach it to the previous strip as you go. So there's no sewing. That's my kind of stuff.
Starla says her hair was waist length till it fell out.
Oh my goodness.
I never got my hair that long. Growing back fast.
Mine was real long when I was younger.
I always had like stringy hair. You know, my sister had nicer hair than me. Her hair was long, but it had more weight to it, like more body. I gave up on the long hair, you know. And I found this girl, and she crochets and she cuts hair. Oh, yeah. So David keeps talking about video every day in April.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Starla says working on a Bargello scarf. Listen, I've seen people try to do it. Doesn't mean you have to. Could try to do a video every day.
It takes me way too long to export it from my editor. Of course, I don't really edit. I just put a title card in, and then forever to upload. I spent all day on a video and lost it.
What I just throw on a thumbnail at the beginning, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I use the YouTube on my phone. There's another app, and my son showed me how to upload it, my own like little picture thing.
It'd probably be a whole lot easier if I used my phone, but I use my laptop.
Jane's here.
Hey, Jane.
Let's see. I wonder if I could fix this another way.
Ooh, I like that.
Let's see if this works. That's better. Let me see again what you're making.
Oh, I love
that's
that.
pretty.
Now that other hat, I've made one similar to that before using a V-stitch. That's pretty. I like that. Now, I did make a stained glass beanie, and I wanted to do a tutorial on it, but I never did do it. It's similar to that.
I keep seeing these squares that look like stained glass. Like I've seen it before, but I've been seeing them lately. They're like granny squares, only they have like a stained glass look to them. They're real pretty. She's looking for something. So Jane, do you knit as well as crochet, or you just crochet?
I do knit, and I knit and crochet.
Oh, you knit and crochet.
Okay. I'm a knitter first and a crocheter second. I grew up knitting I never learned to crochet until a couple years ago.
What am I hearing?
Back sound. So that's why I took my sound. My husband
Oh,
is watching something.
okay. I didn't
So
realize.
I'm gonna go down. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks for showing us the hat. Yeah, you can post your links if
My
you want.
internet messed up.
I mean,
My internet's messed up.
your internet's
But-
messed up.
Yeah, I had a lag. I couldn't find the one I was looking for, but it's made with this yarn.
It's pretty. Oh, that looks like the same hat we just saw.
Yeah.
Looks a little like Jane's hat.
It's just a half double crochet, one row with this and the one row with black.
Yeah, I work with black a lot. You know, let's see what's going on here. Because in the StreamYard, I can't see who's moderators. So if I want, I could make people moderators. Let's
Hi,
see.
Jolene.
I'm modernizing people. I don't know what was I like what David was saying in his last thing. He was saying he was modernizing people. You know.
I was in Auntie
Anybody?
Mama's.
What's that?
I was in Auntie Mama's live, and she said she's going to give me a pair of shoes. That's what she called them, shoes.
Oh, cute. Well, let's see. No, I made a mistake. I accidentally removed somebody.
Uh-oh.
No, I gave her back her wrench. Let me see. I'm trying to see. They have to comment again if I want to be able to tell if I added them. Just on the StreamYard.
Thank you, Yarn It Out. It's a mess, but I love it. It's my little piece of heaven.
Moderatified. I can't say it right. Anyway, I'm not going to stay too. I'm going to go. It's almost. What time is it by you? You're the same time zone as me, right?
I'm Eastern, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Eastern too.
Is it moderatified?
That's something that David was saying in his live earlier.
Yeah.
Like as he gave the people wrenches, he was saying he was moderator size him. I forget it now. I can't say it correctly.
Now, Lori, are you the one that lost your best friend to cancer? I believe that's who you are.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I lost a friend recently also, but I hadn't seen her in a while. A good friend from when I lived in North Carolina, she died of COVID.
I've lost two friends the past 2 Septembers. This one was to COVID, and the year before was she had metastasized breast cancer.
Oh. I lost a friend a couple of years ago. She had a rare disease. She wasn't even 60. I can't remember the name. It's like a really long name. It has to do with all of a sudden the proteins in your brain start going wacky. And it kind of mimics a dementia. And she didn't last long. She was only in her 50s. So, and I was really happy I got to see her the last time I went to visit my kids in New York. She was a friend of mine from New York.
Yeah.
So, who would dream that would be the last
hard.
time I saw the person?
Yeah.
Oh no, Lori lost her mom, she's saying, to natural aging.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lori.
I think she suffered for a while. I lost my mom a long time ago, in the early 2000s, but she lived to be 87.
Yeah, I've still got my mom, luckily.
My mother was in her 40s when she had me. Back in the day, before people really had, like today, a lot more people have kids later in life, you know?
Yeah.
And dad was a little younger than her. He lived till 2013. He was 94. So we don't have our parents anymore, my husband and I.
You're right, David.
What do you say?
He said when it happens when you reach our age, you keep losing friends and relations.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad, you know?
Yep.
Life is short. You realize that as you get older, you know?
Yeah. The two I lost shouldn't have been lost. They still had plenty of life left in them. Just ran out of time.
Yeah. We lost my husband's sister several years ago in the early 2000s. She was only 39 in a car accident.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
Yeah. She was the youngest of the family, too, of the kids.
That's unexpected.
It was, but now they're together. My mother-in-law had my in-laws, they're not living anymore, so they're all together, Oh, she was having mini strokes and had a bigger one in March and passed away on Monday the 8th in the evening. Oh, you were with her? Oh, and the funeral was yesterday.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I'm really sorry.
Oh, my heart
Such a-
goes out to you, Lori, and I
Yeah.
will be praying for your
That's
comfort.
why I like to post people should call their mothers, because you just sometimes like you go through like a stage where some people are always best friends with their mothers, but sometimes you go through a stage where you think your mother's annoying and you kind of you need some space, but life is short, and if you have your parents, it's a real blessing.
Yeah,
But
drunk drivers
yeah.
really make me mad.
What's that? Oh, I don't know.
David was talking about his sister losing
Oh,
her best friend to a drunk driver.
Yeah, I don't know what the situation. I think it was bad weather with my sister-in-law. I think it was like a really bad foggy day or something. There was 2 cars involved in the wreck, and the other car, I think they got injured, but they didn't die, thank God. But yeah,
You just never know when you're gonna go.
exactly. You never know. So
My last remaining best friend, she won't leave her house because of COVID. She's just really worrying over it. And she's not really living her life anymore. I haven't seen her in a long time.
I go out. My sister and her husband had it not too long ago. They live in Texas. So like they were sick for like several weeks. Her son and her husband, he was really sick. They kept putting my sister on steroids. She's older than I am, so she's 6 years older.
Yeah.
So anyway, they eventually got better, and just when they got better, they got hit by the deep freeze over there where they were shutting off the heat and everything. So they were kind of run down at the time, but they had like 3-4 days where the house was like 55.
I'm sorry to hear that, David.
He was very, very sick when his mother died, and we were in the ICU next door to oh my goodness. And you had no idea, they told me. Oh. Well, there was no need to know. Well, thank God you pulled through, David,
Yeah. My best friend that passed away was in the same situation. Her son was up there at the same time.
Years
He did
ago,
make it, though.
Oh no. Yeah, many years ago, my parents were in the hospital at the same time. My mother fell and broke her hip, and my father had like a mild heart attack. And I had to go tell him, Mom's in the hospital too,
Darla, I'm glad you're recovering. Well, my back's starting to hurt me, so I'm going to hop off here and go lay down.
Well, I appreciate you coming up and hanging out with me, showing me what
You're quite welcome. You're welcome.
I enjoyed your company, and let's do it again.
Oh, definitely. If I catch you, I'll come back.
Okay, I'll look for you too. Okay.
All right. You're a subscriber. I remember seeing you.
I'm going to double check.
All right.
Okay. Take care.
Bye, y'all.
All right, everybody. It's getting close to bedtime for me. Well, anyway, on a better note, it was good to see you all. Keep crocheting, and I hope to see you a little sooner next time. And if you didn't post your link, you could do it in case you didn't do it. That's all. I'm gonna hang up soon, and I gotta respond to my text messages from my daughter-in-law. She just texted me. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate you. And if you didn't hit the like button, please do. I can't tell how many people liked it. Oh, I got a nice amount. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm going to go now. Have a good night. Okay, David, don't worry about it.